Welcome back to Upfront and our continuing focus on Foxconn. Critics of the deal have raised concerns about the company's impact on the environment. Foxconn's liquid crystal display plant is expected to use huge amounts of water, potentially from Lake Michigan. And the Walker administration's deal with Foxconn exempts the company from some state environmental requirements. We're talking more about this now with Sarah Geers, staff attorney for Midwest Environmental Advocates. Welcome to the program. Good to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
Based on what you know right now, what are your greatest concerns about this potential deal?
Well, there are two big environmental exemptions that have been proposed in the Foxconn bill. The first one would give an exemption to Foxconn from state wetland and waterway permitting laws, which are meant to protect these critical water resources that really belong to all of us. The second is an exemption from the requirement that the company and the agency work together to do a full environmental impact analysis through an environmental impact statement to disclose and consider all of the environmental impacts, not just those in isolated permitting programs.
And the state, the people who negotiated the deal, say we're just streamlining the process for Foxconn. What's your response to that?
Well, in some ways, they might be making it more complicated. For example, when the legislature changed some of the requirements for iron mining in anticipation of Gogebic taconite, that created a divergent federal and state wetland permitting process that the federal agency said actually made things more complicated. And that might be what's happening here as well with Foxconn. We just don't know yet because we don't know where the site will be, what wetlands may or may not be impacted, but that's just one example of a way in which this might make things more complicated.
So last week we had on Scott Neitzel, the Department of Administration Secretary, talking about the Foxconn deal, and he said we're still going to see Foxconn meet requirements for air, and water pollution, for solid waste, for hazardous waste. We'll meet federal wetlands protection regulations. If they have to replace wetlands, they'll do it in a 2-to-1 ratio, better than what's required currently. Why are not those assurances sufficient for you and your organization?
Well, I've heard that refrain a lot from those attempting to defend the Foxconn legislation. And it's sort of a false distraction to point to all of the environmental programs that aren't touched by the Foxconn legislation instead of addressing directly the environmental exemptions that are in the legislation. For the wetland exemption in particular, when they point to the 2-to-1 mitigation ratio as being better than what's currently required, that's a bit disingenuous because 1.2-to-1 ratio, which is the minimum under state law, is only a minimum. So it's typically and often more than that that's required.
Are you concerned at all? We're talking about the possibility of large amounts of water, potentially from Lake Michigan, being used for this project. What concerns you about that? And is this something that could actually end up involving the Great Lakes Compact, where you have not just Wisconsin, but other interested parties around the Great Lakes asking questions?
Definitely. And we won't know the extent of Great Lakes Compact implications until we know where the company is going to be developed and what amount of water it's going to not only pull from the Great Lakes, but consume or not return in the process. But if it's located in a community that's outside of or straddling the basin, that may have Great Lakes Compact implications, or if it's consuming or basically using and not returning a very large quantity of water, that might also have implications.
So this project appears to be full speed ahead. It is likely that the Senate will approve this. Perhaps there will be some modest changes, but likely to be approved. I think a lot of people are wondering, will this be the subject of legal challenges? What can you tell us about that?
Well, like with so many aspects of this proposal, there are just a lot of unknowns at this point about the full scope of environmental impacts, whether there'll be wetlands impacted, whether there'll be wetlands that are not under federal jurisdiction that are thus totally exempted by this bill. Once we know more about that, we'll have a better idea of potential litigation options, because at this point, we just have, potential or sort of speculative impacts to state waters.
Sarah Geers is the staff attorney for Midwest Environmental Advocates. We appreciate you being on the program today. Thanks very much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
The field of Democratic candidates for governor is getting larger. Our editorial partner, WisPolitics.com, says businessman Kurt Kober, a Sheboygan native, has filed to run. He's a director of the Clorox Company and a co-founder of San Francisco-based design crowdsourcing company. You'll find the story on the election blog at WisPolitics.com. And coming up next on Upfront, Milwaukee's mayor looking to raise a tax and needing state Republicans to help him do that.